Hello students, welcome to Srimati R.S. Kalaria Primary School YouTube channel. I Priyanka Purohit will explain you Unit 6, the Tarnetar Fair in English 8th Standard book. Now, the Tarnetar Fair, we will do first the activity 1, and in this it is given that have you seen a musical night, a folk dance, or have you gone to see a drama in the auditorium? Just recall it and think that what do you enjoy in it? What did you like most in the play, in the drama, in the folk dance? That how make you this thing excited? This all is a very great feeling which we are having. So then you have to share your experience with your friends, then how you feel it. Then the second activity is given, that is saying that India has a rich cultural heritage. Every state has its uniqueness in practically all aspects of life. We know that there are so many states in the India, and these all states are having their own specialities, just like food, clothes, art and crafts, entertainment, philosophy, mannerism and the very way of living. The way of living which you are having in Gujarat, it will be differentiate you in Rajasthan. Okay, so now then if you will go from the west side, then you will find the different culture. If you will go from north, then the culture will be different, their food will be different, their dance will be different, their activities will be different, and their manner will be different. So we can find that the India has a rich cultural heritage, and that's why we are having a different culture in our India. Now then Gujarat too is proud of its culture. It has a vast variety of dances with its accompanying music and colorful costumes. Now you will see that there is we are having a big festival just like Navratri. That it is a 9-day festival. Just giving you example, and in that days you will find that there are so many colorful dresses and costumes are wearing by the people, and they are enjoying a different music. The natives of each village or town have special occasion when they burst into their dancing revelry. Revelry means festivity. When they are in the festival mood, then the people who are living nearby area, they all go to enjoy the place where it is having. If you think you are prepared to walk out of your mundane experience and free fall into a whirlwind colors, romance and music, then head for the Tarnetar Fair. Now, as the heading is saying that we are going to know about the Tarnetar Fair, so the writer is saying that if you are feeling dull and ordinary days you are having, then to feel something excited, to be romantic and to feel music, you just head to Tarnetar Fair, where you will find the different kinds of colors. Now then activity 3, the Tarnetar Fair. Based on the legend of Draupadi Swayamvar in which the bride can having the chance to choose his groom with his own choice. This fair is a celebration of ethnic Gujarat folk dance music based on the legend of Draupadi Swayamvar. This fair is a celebration of ethnic Gujarat's folk dance music, costumes and the arts centered around young tribal men and women seeking marriage partners. Now here the main center point is what? That here the young and unmarried men and women are coming to seek their marriage partners. Means they come there to find their life partner. Now you can find there that the different kind of music, the costumes and the art, and the main central point is the tribal men, the people who are living that nearby area, they come there to find their partners. But even for those not interested in finding a spouse, spouse means a husband or wife. Now let's look the glossary. Then mundane means dull, whirlwind means happening very fast, unison means all do something at the same time, spouse means a husband or wife, spontaneous means not planned, captivating, enchanting, initiate means begin. As the words will come in the sentence, I will tell you again. Okay, so now here, let's suppose that you are not interested to find a husband or wife. Then also this fair make you feel great. Now the romance and the excitement in the air is captivating. It is very fascinating. This means you can go if you don't want to find any husband or wife. Then also you can go to enjoy the fair. And every year the fair seems only to grow in popularity, attracting visitors and tourists from Gujarat, elsewhere in India and even abroad. Even the people who are living out of Gujarat and from abroad, the people are coming to enjoy the Tarnetar fair. Here the many colored costumes, glittering ornaments and free-spirited movements of folk dances is all combined to create a memorable scene. The scene which we see there that makes us memorable, the scene create a memory. How? Then the colorful costumes that they are wearing, glittering ornaments, the shining ornaments which we have never seen before, and free-spirited movement of folk dances. Whatever they are dancing, that is the free movement dance. Is all combined. When these all combined, this create a memorable scene. As the dancers surge in waves of circular movement, the incessant throbbing of the drums keeps them moving in unison. The constant sound of this throbbing sound, which is from the drum, that keep them dance in unity. It is saying that as the dancers surge in waves, that as they increase their steps, as they comes in a wave of a circular movement, in a round movement, as they started to dance, the incessant means a constant throbbing of drums keeps them moving in unison, means in unity. And the drum beats continue throughout the day, even as the dancers change from one group to the next. If the dancer will change their position from one group to the next, then also the drums will be going on continuously. Many kinds of folk dances are performed. By far the most popular is the Ras, in which dancers hold sticks to clay against those of other dancers. When you will see in many movies that how they all play the garba and all. So now then the many folk dances are performed by the people who are coming over there, and the most popular is the Ras, in which what they did, the dancers hold a stick and they make it, strike it with the other dancers and make a sound. That sound is going to say clap. As many as 100 or 200 women perform Ras in a single circle to the beats of 4 drums at a time and tunes of Jodia Pavas. You may also see people break out into a spontaneous hudo. Now in this paragraph it is going to say that there are different kind of Ras are played by the dancers, and the one is Ras with the help of sticks. The second one is the 200 women perform Ras in the single circle. Ras they perform and it is in the single circle. And it is played on the beat of 4 drums and also the tunes of Jodia Pavas, means double flute. The double flute, the use of double flute is called Jodia Pavas. That is one kind of instrument. You may also see that people break out into a spontaneous hudo. They started to dance occasionally, they change their step and they take their unplanned steps they started to take. Rabari women of nearby Jhalawat perform the famous circular dance, folk dance Rahado. The Rabari women who come there, they come nearly from Jhalawat perform the famous circular dance, and that name is called Rahado. Their marital status is indicated by their costumes. Now here it is very important part, it is going to say that if the man is coming to seek their life partner, a woman he wants, then how he will identify that she is married or unmarried. It will be their marital status is indicated by their costumes. Or black Jimmy means she is married. If the woman is wearing a black color of skirt means Jimmy, that is called that she is married. But if a woman is wearing a red Jimmy, if the color of the Jimmy is red, it means that she has not yet tied the knot. It means that she is unmarried, probably seeking a husband. So now here she came to find a husband for his life, for her life. Now the potential husband seeking brides are elegantly dressed in colorful dhotis. Now it is very easy to find a married woman or unmarried woman. We can differentiate them. But how we will find that the man is married or unmarried? Now the potential husband means that who is possibly want a wife or spouse for his life, then he is seeking a bride, are elegantly dressed in colorful dhotis. He will wear a colorful dhoti, artistically designed waistcoat. His waistcoat will be artistically designed, means that all the different kind of work will be there on his waistcoat. And head cloth twisted at an angle. There will be head cloth on his head and it will be twisted at an angle. Moving about the fair ground at Tarnetar with striking umbrellas. Striking means attractive umbrellas. He is having attractive umbrellas and he will take round of the ground so that the unmarried woman will see that this boy is unmarried. Advertising the bachelorhood, and what he is doing? He is advertising about his bachelorhood, that I am unmarried and they are keen to relinquish, and they now like this they are all ready to release, and means they are ready to marry with woman. Now numerous sadhus and bhajan mandalis are engrossed in singing continuously accompanied by folk instrument. Now we will see that many kinds of different number of sadhu and bhajan mandalis, religious music groups we see that are engrossed, are come there to sing continuously and with the folk instrument. They are sounding folk instrument they will use, and they are continuously singing. The Tarnetar Mela covers a large part of Tarnetar village with a huge number of stalls put up to sell beautiful local handicrafts unavailable elsewhere. There you will be find that there are different kind of stalls are available, and that you can find that nothing, that is different kinds of things are selling over there which are not easily available in different part of Gujarat. Along with ethnic jewelry, statues of deities means god and goddess, and traditional attire means dress, and traditional dress with tiny mirrors embroidered into the clothing. You will find these kinds of clothes, different kinds of dresses, deities, statues of deities, and also the ethnic jewelry. There are also merry-go-round rides, photographers' stalls, magic shows, and tattoo artists who attract a large variety of visitors. You will find over there that obviously in a fair you will find that these all kinds of statues are available over there. The fair is held for 3 days every year during the Hindu calendar dates of Bhadarwa Sud Chauth, Pacham and Chhat. I can say because Hindi calendar, we can say that it is Bhadarwa Sud Chauth, Pach and 6th. During the Gregorian calendar, months is August and September. Means that if you will go with the English calendar, it will be August and September, in the month of August and September, and otherwise it is the fixed that in the as per Hindu calendar on the Bhadarwa Chauth, 4th, 5th and 6th it is held in the in that area. Now if you want to go, then how will you go there? The Tarnetar fair is held 8 km from the town of Thangad in Surendranagar district. It is there in the Surendranagar district, and there is 8 km far from the Surendranagar. There is a station Thangad, and Thangad, from Thangad it is 8 km. Now this is the nearest railway station on the Ahmedabad-Hapa broad gauge line. If you want to go by train, then you can go from this. You have to go to Surendranagar because there is a railway station which is the very nearest from the Tarnetar fair. Now the nearest town with road transportation to other place is Chotila. If you are going through bus or road transportation, then you have to go to Chotila, which is 25 km from Thangad. Now the Chotila is 25 km far away from Thangad, which is connected by ST bus from Rajkot. If you are going from Rajkot, then it is 75 km. If you are going from Jamnagar, it is 162 km. Ahmedabad 196 km, or Porbandar 252 km away. So now then, from wherever you are going, you have to think that this time you will consume to go Tarnetar fair. From Bhavnagar, Chotila can be reached either via Rajkot, a trip of 264 km, or via Botar, a short journey of 190 km. If you are coming from Bhavnagar, then you have to come to Rajkot, then 260 km away, and then it will be approximate 264 km. But if you are coming from via Botar, then a short journey will be 190 km. Now Chotila, Thangad and Tarnetar are well connected by ST buses and other modes of transportation. The nearest airport is Rajkot, 75 km away. But if you are going by plane, then you have to go to Rajkot, and from Rajkot only 75 km is away. Now the next paragraph is, the Colis of Saurashtra initiated the costumes of embroidering umbrellas, which are exquisitely elaborate in terms of embellishment. The embroidery of each is unique and rises from the edges all the way to the top, with beadwork and patchwork in the design as well. Now here it is saying the Colis who are belonging to Saurashtra, they also come to seek their bride. So they begin the tradition of embroidering umbrellas, which are very beautifully and detailed in terms of decoration. They totally embroidered the whole umbrella. The embroidery of each is unique. Each one is having a unique and different embroidery, and rises from the edges. Edges means the edge of the umbrella. It rises from the edge to the top. They cover full and with beadwork and patchwork in the design as well. Small colorful handicrafts are attached all around the edge. They attach a small colorful handicrafts in all the edges to attract further attention. These men spend over a year embroidering their umbrellas. They are spending a year to embroider their umbrellas. Their intention is what? Their intention is to entice, means to pursue, to attract the girls with their art, clothes and headgear, and impress them so that they can propose them for marriage. So then, if they are having this kind of patchwork, beadwork in their umbrellas, it means that they are showing their art, that how beautifully they can work. So that's why the girl will impress, because their job is only that to make this shape of cloth. So if the girl will see the beautifully decorated umbrellas and the costumes, then she will attract, and then she will ready to marry with that boy. It is not surprising that before the fair is over, they usually meet the lady for their choice. At the end of the fair, at the last day of the fair, generally they find the bride for their choice. Now then you will see that here in this video I explain you the paragraph, the lesson, the Tarnetar fair. Okay. Now in the other activities which is given, that you have to do, that how you can do it, just like that one word is given, you have to find the word for this puzzle. Okay, by its initial sound you are reminded of the first day of the week and the routine ahead. So how can you find the word? Now suppose that which word used in the text? Monday. So Monday is called that, just like Mon is the first day, Monday is the first day of the week. It is a puzzle. And the routine ahead, so it is called day. Okay, so Monday we can say that is the word which is used. Bang two hard objects and there you have it. That is for clack. The sound, the word is used as clack. For better or for worse, they are with each other always. They are spouses. In the bad days and in the good days, they are always with each other. That is called spouses. In the monsoon, it may describe the rain. In the factory, the noise, and at the wedding reception, the music. The word is used in the text is throbbing. It is never separate or one after the other, always together. The word is called unison. Begin with a headgear. Go to a drink beverage and then keep waiting. It is called captivating. So like this you have to find the word. Now one activity is given in your text, and that is activity 9, in which B part the sound is coming. Where many of the times there are so many kinds of different type of words in the English language, and that time the words, some words are having the we pronounce and sometimes we don't pronounce it. The words like drum, M is pronounced, but dumb, M is not pronounced. Here the B is silent, M is pronounced and B is silent. Dumb, we are not saying dumb. Dumb is the wrong pronunciation. Dumb, here B is silent, and drum, here M is pronounced. Plum, here the M is pronounced, but plum, B is silent. B is used over there, P-L-U-M-B, but B is not pronounced. Here the B is silent. Plumber, we say plumber. Plumber is the wrong word to pronounce. It is plumber. Plumber is, so here the B will be silent. Click, C-L-I-Q-U-E, the pronunciation will be click. But Q-U-E, U-E will only be Q, not Q-E. Okay. Depth, T-P-T-H is pronounced, D-E-P-T-H, depth. But that, here the B is silent. That will be the correct pronunciation. So you have to read this so that you can make your pronunciation better. So now then, watch my video to understand this lesson. Next lesson we will, next video we will meet again. Till then, take care. Goodbye.